Bucko 5-1 winners tonight. How pleased were you with firstly the result and secondly the performance?
I think to score 5 goals is nice for the boys. We put a lot of emphasis on art possession and intensity to pressing. So to get some reward from pressing high and taking the ball off the opposition, and we do a lot of work on the set plays with the goalie coach Roscoe. So to score 2 goals from set plays as well is really, really pleasing. So yeah, we're over the moon.
Hadn't really managed to create too much prior to that first goal. It came at a very good time for you, didn't it?
Yeah, we spoke about making sure that we do the basics right at the start and in the right, winning our individual battles, the duels, and trying to get a foothold in the game, and we did. And like we say, we scored from a set play and settled us down a little bit in possession. But first and foremost, we make sure that we're very hard to beat and tough to play against.
You certainly did that, and Reading made it a little bit more difficult for themselves with the red card. How pleased were you with the way the side made the most of having that man advantage?
Sometimes it's tougher playing against a team with a man down, so I think it was a red card. I think the referee could easily have levelled it up. Second half, we had a few challenges which easily could have been a red card. But all in all, we're positive, we're pleased with the group. We were very young tonight, so that's another pleasing factor of 16 and 17 year old kids on the pitch, so performed to a really, really good level. And we're in a good moment as a 21s group. We're doing well, we're going in the right direction. Some good individual performances, but collectively as a team, they're together, they're working hard for each other, they're talking to each other in the correct manner, and we're really doing well.
Yeah, and that's really what you want, obviously, isn't it? You want the team to be cohesive, and you want these younger players to come through and do well, and they've certainly done that, and that's been the case over recent weeks, hasn't it?
Yeah, I think we're in like we say, we're in a positive moment as an academy. Seeing the work what's going on the training ground day in day out to coming out in the games. Ultimately, we're here for individual performances and trying to get players into the first team. But it is nice when you've got a team togetherness and they're working hard for each other, and they're getting on and they're buying into what we're asking them to do. And hopefully we keep providing players for Paul Warne and Derby County's first team.
It's been a nice night for Brian Bartley, hasn't it? 2 goals tonight. He struggled a bit with injury since he came in the summer.
His performances have been good. So I spoke with Ryan early doors, and he was getting used to the style of play and the system, and he's a little bit older than some of the younger boys with us. We've managed his load in terms of training, but his performances have gone from strength to strength. So he's just got to continue doing what he's doing. If he keeps putting performances in like he's done tonight, he's going to get recognition, so keep doing well.
How pleasing is it to have played a side like Reading, who've been doing so well, like you did with Manchester City a few weeks ago, and get that second Premier League 2 win of the season against them?
I've watched quite a bit of Reading, and they've done well, and they're up there in the league. We knew it would be a tough test tonight. We went young, so we've got a lot of young boys who are doing well within the 18s, and performance levels have been good, so we provide that opportunity for them to step up and play with the 21s. They took on that information, they're hungry, and the performance is shown tonight and shown in the result, so we're pleased as a group. But the most pleasing thing is we're playing young players in our 21s, and they're performing to a level which we expect.
Yeah, what's your relationship like with Danny May? Because, like you say, you're using a lot of younger under-18s players. I mean, that really must go hand in hand. You and him must have a good relationship, and you can only benefit him when you're giving his players a bit more time out here, can't you?
Yeah, it's the same with above. It's one club. It's not the first team in the academy. We all wear the same badge. It's one club, so we try and provide as many players as possible for Paul Warne. And if they need them on a daily basis for training, they take them, and it's exactly the same with my relationship with the 18s coaches. It's a phase. We're not just one team 21s and 2 teams 18s. We're a phase, and the most important thing is for that individual, if he's performing well, we need to stretch that individual and play him to give him tests and the opportunity to perform. And that's what we've done, and hopefully we can continue to keep producing players.
You talk about tests, 2 very different tests for your group over the last week, but Staveley a week ago and then here today. How pleasing is it to have come through both of those with positive results?
Yeah, it's the variety of the fixtures. The Derbyshire Senior Cup was an excellent experience for the boys on Wednesday. We addressed a few issues from that game. We spoke about our intensity, our pressing weren't to the level that we expected. We saw tonight, apart from probably the last 5 minutes, which we were full tilt. Our ball speed weren't as good as we expected it at Staveley, and we're a little bit slow in possession, and it came out a little bit tonight again, not making the right decision, but we'll keep banging the drum about them and keep working hard. But yeah, the variety of the fixtures are excellent. The Central League on Friday against Notts County, so great experiences for the players. Premier League 2, great experience, lovely facilities, and then making sure we prepare the players for whatever level they end up playing at.